Hi, I'm Nigel Kent.
Hi, I'm Gabby Fallon.
Hi, I'm Sadie Marshall.
And welcome to Trouble in Paradise, which is a podcast about all the troublesome things that go on here in Florida, especially in Southwest Florida. We are super pumped that you decided to join us today, as we always are. We've got some fun stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just, are you feeling better, Gabby? I know you were a little
Yes.
under the weather.
Yes.
Did you have the junk? What was going on?
I don't know. It just hit. I think I just crashed.
You mean the crud, not the junk?
Yeah.
Well,
Crud.
there is a
Yeah.
difference between the crud and
There
the
is.
junk. Yeah. So is the crud?
It was the crud.
Okay. Because the junk is like
Yeah, I
really
don't want the
catchy.
junk.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're back in operational, functional order.
Yes,
That's
well
good.
rested.
And I understand that you had a date with a gentleman by the name of Squid.
Yes.
Good. Good.
Don't ruin it. It was my first good date.
Always promising name.
Okay. Well, we both turned over a new leaf.
Yeah, you always have good days.
And then, of course, the new face here is Sadie Marshall, who is joining us all the way from Naples,
It's a very far, far away.
the faraway land of Naples, Florida. Does that mean you're a genuine Neapolitan?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I don't think nobody ever really
That's
is.
why she agreed to come.
Yes.
I think you have to have like a tree limb like 10 feet up your ass to be a genuine Neapolitan.
Yeah, I'm not then.
So today we're going to talk about the guy from, where is he from? Come on.
Which one?
Port Richey.
Oh.
Gordon Ormond, the Florida DUI guy, who has now gotten 5 DUIs and looks really, really crazy in his mugshot.
Looks
Also,
really happy.
he does look really...
He's really happy.
Is he happy? He's drunk. He's happy. Duh.
He's having a good time. Like, he's not coming down yet,
You know, no.
right?
But I thought you weren't allowed to smile in mugshots.
Maybe he couldn't stop.
It might have been like the 6th try, and they're like, fuck it.
Maybe he was also really stoned or something. Like, and then we've got the subject of the very American subject of Merkins, which is not really an American thing, but it kind of sounds like Merkin.
I don't know. I think it's a very American thing right now. It's very trending.
I mean, now here, yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Not at the origination point. Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
So we're going to talk about Merkins with a real Merkin expert.
I don't know that I'm an expert. I just know about them.
Oh, well, that makes you an expert in this room.
All right, then.
We've got Merkin leadership, ladies and gentlemen.
I am a leader.
And then, who knows, we might get into some other random subjects as well. We might talk about this thing that you brought to my attention, this hair fetish thing, where
big. And it
there's...
starts with the Merkin. All I'm saying.
A lot of,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, chutzpah. The chutzpah or chutzpah?
No, I'm not
Chutzpah.
that.
I just
That's
saw that
what
word. I
started
like
all
it.
this.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell a chutzpah is.
You have to give it a lot of phlegm when you do it, when you say it. Chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
No.
Oh.
But a good try.
Okay, that's the crud talking. So it is a beautiful Florida afternoon here in Bonita Springs, Florida. And let's talk about this Florida DUI guy. I'm going to start off with the story, which I also noticed another thing. The New York Post version of these stories is usually the snarkiest. Even for the Florida paper, the papers cover these very, very factually. And then you go and read the New York Post, and it's like, okay, they're making fun of us from uptight New
it's
York.
Southern people.
It's so easy to.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
So the headline says, a Florida man busted for 5th Dewey after leading cops on chase. This is by Lee Brown. So if there's any mistakes, you know I'm going to jump all over Lee. But a shirtless Florida man smiles widely for his mugshot, seemingly ecstatic despite getting busted for his 5th Dewey after a low-speed police chase. Gordon Ormond, 56, was heard on police body cam footage slurring his words and then falling over after cops finally stopped him after slowly following him through Port Richey last Thursday night. Now, the dateline on this is September 24th. This just happened. Do you guys want to watch the video?
Yeah, I'd love to see
Yeah.
this
All right,
picture.
let's see what happens here.
Let's fingers crossed for audio.
Oh.
Told you he's happy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get. Let me get the second display up here. Okay, there we
So
go.
I mean,
happy.
he's so crazy.
All right, I got to skip over this ad. I mean, that looks like a pretty cool That looks like a pretty cool dollhouse with all those animals.
Skip the ad.
So you mean a barn?
Is that a barn? It looks okay.
Pretty much.
It's a house for animals.
A house for animals. It's a barn.
So it's like a dollhouse for farmers only type kids?
Yeah. Oh. What the hell?
Oh, this is a different video. Who
Yeah,
the
that's not-
vengeful woman demolishes car with a hammer and spray paint. Oh,
Oh man.
that's a Florida woman too. Look at the plate. She's upset.
She's quite pissed.
Somebody's just randomly filming her. It's a Range Rover too.
Yeah.
Oh, she just. Oh.
Oh, please tell us what he did.
Okay. Oh, the cops came in the
yeah.
middle of it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
No.
He's got his weapon on her.
Yeah,
She
she's a
get ready to
taser, I
use her
think.
car.
Oh, taser. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
well,
no story. Thank you.
wrong story.
But that was very entertaining.
Let me. Okay, you can watch these kids doing their thing again.
I think you just wanted to watch this friggin' barn.
I think I really just wanted to watch the barn video
I mean,
for the
Christmas
kids.
is coming up, so.
But that was pretty cool, right, man? So the woman had a hammer and she just walked up and started beating the shit out of this car and then spray painted it. And it said the headline said "Vengeful Woman."
She looked very vengeful.
Oh yeah.
She looked pissed.
Hell
right.
bent.
Now is this better be the right video now?
I'm gonna have to watch that and see what she
Here
did.
it is. Is there no audio?
See, every time you choose a story, there's no audio. Oh.
Is he?
Put your gun down. I can't see.
Get out of your rape van.
I know. Oh, he's really yelling at him. This must have been some low-speed chase. Oh, here he comes.
What does he have in his hand?
Probably a drink. Oh, it's a taser.
I think they start with the taser now.
Oh, please follow her.
He can.
So they're slapping cuffs on him. Oh, he said, "I'm driving on a suspended license."
Full disclosure.
Okay, wow.
All right.
So that's the New
I
York
wanted to
Post
see him
video.
fall over.
Yeah, they kind of exaggerated.
Yeah.
So this is the dude right here. I think the body cam footage cut off before they really got a chance to beat the crap out of him, right?
And he
They
fell
beat the
over.
crap out of
Oh,
him.
you
I
know
mean,
they did.
How? He's actually
He's not losing
smiling.
no marks. He's so happy.
I'd like to remark that
He
he
did not
has
get his ass beat.
fantastic teeth.
He does have awesome
He,
teeth.
he really does.
They're probably dentures.
But nonetheless, very nice
They're
teeth.
nice dentures.
And maybe that's why he's so happy.
Let's see. Okay, so back to the story. It says, quote, "You're so drunk you've got no idea what's going on," the frustrated-sounding arresting officer tells him, according to the footage. "That guy don't listen, he's so drunk," the officer also says in the clip released by Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, how do you think Sheriff Sisk would say that quote?
You stop with this poor man.
I think he'd be like,
We are doing a Southwest Florida podcast, and you are obsessed with the sheriff in Georgia.
I love Sheriff Sisk, man. Sheriff Gary Sisk.
There you go.
"You're so drunk, you got no idea what's going on. That guy don't listen, he's so drunk," the officer said. Officers had to use stop sticks. Wait a minute.
They did not use stop stick.
What's a stop stick? Is that?
It's the spiky thing, spike stick.
Oh, you mean like a
Yeah.
to give him a flat tire? Is that what they call them? Stop sticks?
Apparently.
I thought they just called them spikes.
Yeah.
And finally halt the alleged drunk driver who hit a basketball hoop, with him admitting when they finally got it. The way they throw these phrases in is just awesome. We got to stop him. He hit a basketball hoop. And with him admitting when he finally got out of his white van that he was, quote, driving on a suspended license, making it his 12th time getting charged for it. But the most arresting sight was his huge grin in his mugshot as he was charged yet again for a suspended license and DUI, along with leaving the scene of an accident, fleeing to elude, which isn't that the same thing, and failure to submit to a breath test, according to the Miami Herald. He was released on $10,000 bond.
Who's paying this bond?
I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll find that out when we look at his Facebook page in a minute.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I think he's a contractor.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a contractor.
Sergeant Dennis Fenstema. Do you know how to pronounce that? Don't you have a weird last name, Marshall?
Fenstemacher.
Fenstemacher? Called for tougher sanctions against the repeat offender. Let's pass some legislation about this guy. Because let's face it, he's had more than one chance.
12 friggin' times.
Yeah.
Well, that's on a suspended license.
Yeah, but the suspended license 12 times.
His license has suspended since July 91.
And 5
91.
DUIs. Now, the Fox News version, very, very similar, but there's some subtle differences. The jabs are a little bit different. Gordon Orman, 56, flashed his pearly whites in a bizarre-looking photo after he was eventually hauled in by cops for allegedly running a red light in Newport Richey in his white van. He's got to be a contractor. He's got a work
White
van.
There's other words.
He's van
White
guy.
van.
Arrested. Ignoring police sirens and emergency lights, Orman continued to drive between 15 and 35 miles per hour, and at one point hit a basketball hoop. Orman was... if he were a basketball player, maybe that would be a good thing. Orman was eventually thwarted when authorities used stop sticks. I've never heard that phrase before.
It's like this. They just throw it out, and then it straightens out and turns into a stick.
How does that stop anything?
It's
It
prickly.
Pops, yeah, it pops the tires.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Spikes.
We're going to get one and use it on you so you can get the whole feel
Let's
for
not
it.
do that. Let's not do that. Feel these stop sticks. Investigators said Orman claimed his license had been suspended, but when they checked the system, they reportedly noticed his license had been revoked since July 1991. Score. So these cops are thinking promotion.
Promotion, demotion. It's been going on since 91.
Yeah, who gets demoted, though?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking
Let's
of which...
start with every arrest after 91.
There are some incompetent investigators out there. Not to get too far off track here, but I was listening to that Paradise After Dark podcast, and they had another really good episode about Adam Walsh, the son of John Walsh, who disappeared in Fort Lauderdale in 1981, I think it was, and about all the horse shit they went through with the Hollywood Police Department and how he and his wife became these crusaders for missing children and stuff. It's really good. So, again, second shout out in a row. We're never doing it again. No more shout outs to Ken and Lauren, but nice work. It was pretty good. You guys listen to that at all?
Nope.
Aren't you the one that told me about that one?
I told you about it because I had a friend that told me about it, but I hadn't started listening to it yet.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, I'll start.
They
I've got
get
about 5
gory?
others in line.
What?
Does it get gory? They give like really good details, like my kind of details. Or...
I have one that'll
It's-
give you gory details.
That's what I want.
I'll give it to you.
It's not. It's more. I would say it's more CSI-ish.
Eh.
More.
Just facts.
Yeah, more mystery
gore.
oriented than
Right.
gore
I
oriented.
got some gore stuff for you.
So what do you think about this guy? I mean, what do you do with this dude? How do you guys
hang
solve
out and
this?
have a beer with them. Look how much fun he is.
Remember when you give him a shirt?
Yeah, I think how does he lose his shirt that night? I wonder what he was doing.
Yeah,
I
maybe
bet
when
the
they
cops
beat
ripped
him.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cops ripped it when they were putting him in the car or something.
Had to.
Well, he did
Or
have
he
it on
threw
when we
up
got
all
out of
over
the
himself
Yeah,
and they
van.
make
he
him
did have it
shower.
on.
Well, and at the tail end of the video, the cops was like, "Really?" or something like that. Like something happened when it cut off.
He puked.
He probably. Well, they said he
puked.
fell over, so he probably barfed.
Puked
I wonder
all
if
of
he
it.
fell walking backwards after that or going forward.
Well, that's probably what got his stomach churning. If he was really, really drunk, they made him
Right.
walk backwards.
Because
That
how do you
being
can't even
pulled
walk
over.
front, regularly.
Yeah, they had him put it in reverse. So this guy is a total winner, though. Mr. Cheesy, Mr.
Just
Cheese.
super happy.
So in my due diligence,
Here we go.
I decided to check out his Facebook.
Oh.
Now he does. This took me a minute because he actually spells his name different.
Are you sure it's the same
Look at the
guy?
teeth.
Yep, I got the choppers. Yep.
Let me get him back up on the
Very
screen here.
identifiable.
But this is Gordon Orman, and by the way, this is all publicly available on Facebook. So
Right. You're not stalking.
I'm not doing anything wrong here, people. You can go look it up yourself. But I noticed, he's got a drink here. That looks like a beer, right? Where's the next one?
Oh.
That's.
That was after a night of drinking.
I'm just saying, we had this conversation
This
that
is
men do
before he
not
got his
know how to
teeth.
take selfies.
No.
It's just
They
ridiculous.
really don't.
Why? Why by the chin?
That's before he got his teeth.
There's another one.
I don't know.
But these are just his profile pictures. Now, so far, we're 2 for 3
With the drink.
with the drink. Yeah, this one, what kind of car is that? It's an Audi or something. Pretty sweet little hot rod.
Not his.
Going back a few years. I mean, he's not look like an elderly man in that photo.
And maybe that's not him.
That's him. Okay, now we've got another drink.
Boat drinking.
Rum and Coke.
So we're 4 for 8 so far. No drink. Hell of a sunburn, though.
From passing out on the beach drinking.
You think that's what? Oh, look at his underboobs. They don't have a sunburn.
Ugh. Come on.
Look at the white stripes on his underboobs.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
There's a drink in this one. Although, what is he eating? Crab cakes?
I'd like that right now.
I mean, green beans. Is anybody else hungry?
Yes, I'm starving. And my stomach is growling, so if you hear something, it's not me, it's my stomach.
Hey, we should put the microphone on your stomach for a minute just to get the... Okay, so that one's clean. That one seems pretty clean. You think he's a Trump supporter?
Yep.
Ugh, why is he wearing a tank top?
That's why.
And then you've got...
He's got a shot that's going to go, that shot right there.
Oh,
Jello
yep.
shot.
Into
In
the
the,
He's going to put a Jello shot in his beer.
Well, he's taking it either way.
And it's Christmas time, judging by the decor.
shot in a beer is good for you.
How can this be Christmas time? It says April 18th, and there's a Christmas star over here. Maybe it was a delayed thing. All right, so we're now 6 for 8 plus 3 is, 13? 6 for 13. That one's clean. And then that was the first one. So 6 out of the guy's 13 profile pictures, he's holding a beer. That's a little more than 1 per DUI.
I mean, that's
Did
great
you look
evidence.
At the time the pictures were taken, the years and stuff, that's all post,
Right.
what, 3rd, 4th DUI?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So he's really learning his lesson on top of it.
I mean, like, why would you publicly post that?
I have no idea. I mean, 'cause
that's great stuff for the prosecutor.
if
Yeah.
I know, and if I had that many Deweys, there's no way I would even have a
Be like,
Facebook profile.
Crop
like that.
myself out. I mean, just have my face.
probation officer didn't even catch it. Had to be on probation, correct? If he's DUI?
I'm sure. Well, if his
Yeah.
license has been suspended
Because I
since
know somebody that got busted from their Facebook at a Christmas party, wasn't even their Facebook holding a beer.
Well, maybe his probation officer didn't know how to stalk Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait a minute, you got what happened? Oh, probation officer busted somebody using Facebook.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say.
You should be able to check their stuff, check what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you can't be everywhere checking them. So, social media.
So for everybody's benefit, Sadie is a very knowledgeable individual when it comes to holding beers, and that's how she knows about this stuff.
Rarely a beer will be held.
Rarely a beer. Certainly not as much as Gordon.
No, Gordon's got me beat.
Gordon Ormond. So that's the story of Gordon Ormond, and they're already threatening to change laws and everything because.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't know how the guy stays out of jail though. He's been driving on a suspended license since before both of my kids were born.
He's sneaky.
Does it say what he does? No.
My guess is that he's some
on the
kind
side of his
Is
van.
there any chance maybe he's an ex-fireman because he had that fireman on there? Because they've got certain
maybe let's
friends
see.
in high places.
About
on his rapey van, there was a. I'm just throwing that out there.
It is a rapey.
There
van.
was a geo kind of magnet or sticker with his business information on it.
Do we need to go back and look at the video again?
Can, but I saw it.
Okay, let's get this back up on the screen. Second display. Here we go. Video. Let's see. Can we play it again? All right. Might have to pause and zoom in.
Oh,
Right there.
Oh, there's no way to make that out.
No, when he stops, you're on the side of the van.
yeah, when he gets out of the van.
That's a low-speed chase, huh?
I mean, he just keeps going, right? He's like, I'm going to make it home. I'm going to make it
He
home.
finally did pull over.
See, there we go.
David blurred.
No,
It says G-O.
Yeah, G-O.
Or maybe GQ?
I know it's his initials, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Gordon.
And then
So
his
he's- yeah.
contractor info. Yep, Geo right there.
Can you make out any of the other
No.
wording?
Although I wonder if we can Google his. He's a Florida contractor. We can go to Division of Corporations and find it.
We can. Wow.
She knows how to research.
I know how to do things. I get shit done.
You suck at research.
This is true. But I did come prepared with the Facebook profile and everything. When I do a Facebook profile, you're always like,
Because it's creepy.
Well, now
That
I'm wondering.
You stalk people on Facebook. That's a girl thing. Like, dudes don't do that.
I'm a professional recruiter. That's what I do.
Look, it's
creep everybody.
pre-stalking. It's very safe to do that.
It's pre-stalking.
It
right?
is.
Yeah. It's
It's
not
like
actual
really
stalking.
no. You have to know nowadays more about the person even before you meet and whatnot. You know.
Employers can do it.
Yeah.
Gabby's like, I have my standards, and I do not look at people's Facebook because that's just respect.
Oh, I do
I'm
more. Than, I
driving
do.
by.
I look more at more than that.
I'm sitting in
But
bushes.
now I'm wondering if his business license is current. Now that we know he has a business.
Oh, yeah.
There may be
I
a
could
part
check.
deux
I'm,
to
Yeah.
this.
I'm gonna check because it's bothering me.
Oh, all right. So this is where the power of Sadie just bubbles to the top. I cannot make that out, though.
Step out the truck.
Oh, it gets a little closer?
Step out the truck.
I got him. Turn around. Turn around.
Yeah, you don't want to get tased, bro.
Turn around. Walk back to my boy. Walk back.
Wow.
You're gonna get tagged if you don't start listening. You got lethal.
What'd he say?
You have a lethal, a gun.
Keep going. Keep going. Put your hands behind your back.
I can't. Oh, what does it say? Oh.
Put your arms behind your back. Pull your arms
It's
out.
too blurry.
Pull your arms out and put them behind your back. Walk back. Walk back.
So it's G-O something.
I'll
That's
find
his
it. It's
his
gonna
brand
bother
name.
me until we do it.
So that's it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Gordon Ormond. Ormond. Ormond.
I like how you put the swing on everyone's last name.
Well,
Do you call Target Target?
I do.
I know,
Yeah.
I figured.
I think everybody does that, right?
Target.
Well, yeah. You got to make
Target.
it more fancy. You got to fancy it up.
Well, it's just fun. Wordplay is fun.
It is.
You know, I like to put the FU in fun, so wordplay. So there's this new trend that's just sweeping
No,
across.
we can't talk about the trend we talk about.
No,
Yeah.
we're talking about pubic wigs.
Yes.
The Merc.
Are we allowed to talk about pubic wigs?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you? Is it going to make you
Gabby says we
uncomfortable?
can talk about Merkins, everybody.
Is it uncomfortable for you to talk about that?
I've never tried on a pubic wig, so I don't know if
But they're more for
comfortable
women.
to wear.
They're women.
They are for both. However, yeah, I'm assuming more women wear them than men
Although
because I'm assuming, yeah,
we can get you American.
yeah,
Really? Would you?
yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna
That's
get you a
true.
personalized one
I did see a DIY video on how to
Uh-huh.
make your own American.
out of cat hair.
For Christmas? Really?
So
Like
I'm
a
gonna.
Merkin
So if
out
you
of
see
cat
me
hair?
like lurking in your, on the floor for your cat hair to make one out, just ignore it.
That seems really uncomfortable.
They're all made out of hair.
Why don't they make them out of human hair so that
They
it's
do.
They
hypoallergenic?
do.
Oh,
We're just
Well-
messing with you.
okay. Maybe we should reboot this thing from the top. Everybody, a Merkin is a wig that one wears in their genitalia area, so
Yes.
that if they are stricken with a lack of pubic hair or the wrong color pubic hair, or
It
am
could
I
be
getting
for
this?
fun or medically? I mean, there's many reasons why you would wear one.
Supposedly it was medically at first.
Yeah. So originally in the about 1450-ish, they would wear them because hygienic reasons. They would shave because of pubic lice, and
Kinky, right?
or sex workers, and or I almost said sex slaves, which is
Do you
horrible.
think it could be a combination of sex workers that also had pubic lice?
Good possibility.
Yes.
Okay, Just wanted to make sure.
And then also to mask the fact that they might have had syphilis, so they could continue to work, and they would give the illusion that they had real hair.
Did syphilis make people lose their?
And I cannot
carpet?
tell you because I'm assuming so. I am not an expert on sexual disease of specifically syphilis.
It would cover some sores.
Yeah, sores and
okay.
that type of thing. And I'm assuming you'd have to shave
Yeah.
to treat sores if you had them. So
And they would put powder
Yeah.
over the sores
and then
adhere
put
it.
the Merc on.
Yeah.
Okay. So powder over the sores, and then how did the Merc apply to the body? Is it using
Like
an
a
adhesive?
glue. Yeah, an adhesive. I'm sure it's transpired over time to a better adhesive, but I can only imagine back in the
Spirit
day.
gum today.
Yeah. Chomp, chomp.
Gabby's just chiming in with really relevant details. I feel like maybe you did do some research.
did.
She
some
went
research.
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
The Merkin hole.
So, how did you first become
Acquainted
or intrigued by this subject?
So
It was one of the first things we talked about.
it was one of the first things we talked about. It was funny. I was at a family gathering, and I have very fun cousins who have random knowledge of things, and one of them had random knowledge of Merkins, and I'm like, what in the heck is she talking about? And she's like, a pubic wig. And then everything became Merkin related, and last year they had dared me to add Merkin to the front of my last name. So it was, let's just assume my last name was Hamilton, which it wasn't, but so it would be like Merkinton.
Well, that's right.
And on Facebook.
You got
So,
that
like,
unfortunate
I did it.
divorce in the last 12 months. I forgot about
What?
that.
No, 10 years ago. Anyway, I had changed my last name, but our family last name was still on my Facebook. So I did change it. However, I did not realize that I could not change it back for 90 days. So I'm stuck with Merkin blank.
So you had your Merkin name.
I did. And so friends of mine were like, and in the interim around that same time I had met my biological father. So some friends are like, oh, did you take your dad's last name? And I'm like, what the hell? Where do you think it's Merkin something? So yeah, I was stuck with it for 90 days.
And did you decide to keep it at that point? Because I probably would have.
I should have. It was fun. I mean, but it's not, nobody knows what a Merkin is. I'd have to explain it. It's not fun. The joke's not fun if you have to explain it.
That's true. But the
So,
subject is really entertaining.
Hilarious. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So my shout out to my fun cousin who brought that into our lives. And now we have Cards Against Humanity cards in our deck that are Merkin related. And, we're always, now when we get back together, it's always, there's Merkin talk about buying Merkin merch. And this year, I think everyone's getting a Merkin jersey with our hyphenated last name on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just as a quick aside, your dog snores.
Yes, he does.
I'm trying to figure out for the past 15 minutes what
The
this
noise.
rumbling is.
It's not my stomach.
And then I finally felt a vibration against my foot and realized that it was
It's the lump.
he was just really, really snoring.
That's because your dog wore it out.
Hey, where's my dog?
Over here on my
Over
foot.
here, passed out.
Okay. All right, we're going to have to get dog cam at some point so that everybody can see what's going on. Fortunately, Obi-Wan, who is right here, has not moved the side cam, which, let's see if the side cam... Hey, look at that. 2 brunettes on the side cam. What are you drinking?
Water.
Okay, everybody's drinking. Everybody's
did you
behaving
see?
today. Oh, there's the squid.
Secret message on it.
We're not skipping ahead,
I
are
was waiting
we?
to see a
No.
squally or the skunk
I
ape.
couldn't find, and the headquarters did not have
We shall make one.
coolie cups.
I have to admit that Wanda met my date before you did.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why was Wanda on your date?
Wanda didn't go on the date. Wanda,
Oh.
we'll get to that.
Oh, yeah, let's get to that.
I think you're
Anyway.
blushing.
I'm not blushing. I do not. This guy does not blush. And if he does, he's got the Adobe After Effects and he can fix it. But Wanda has some details. If you need to, if you need any
Have a seance
material,
later and get that
Yeah.
out of her.
she can definitely share. So getting back to we were talking about Merkins. And so it's a Merkin family.
It's a
theme.
family. It's a family subject. Yes,
Okay.
it's a fun subject.
Well, thank you for bringing it to Southwest
attention.
Florida. We appreciate that you believe so much in this concept and the good that it can do for people.
It can. Yeah. They use it in movies, so it's good for people still. I mean, they still use them.
What are some movies that have featured Merkins?
Yeah, I can't tell you right
Kate
off the top.
Winslet wore
yeah.
one.
Yeah, she did. She did wear one.
I did my research.
There's like 3 or 4
Kate Winslet
high-profile
wore a
movies.
Merkin
Kate
ward.
Winslet
What?
said
She weared a
because
Merkin.
She weared a
Wear
Merkin.
Merkin.
She had waxed for so many years that
Yes.
she couldn't grow her pubic hair.
Yeah, and so you have to in order for them to be a certain rating to cover it. And sometimes in their contracts, there's a no frontal nudity clauses, so they have to.
Okay,
cover it
so
up.
if they want a rated R, they have to show some hair. And if they don't, it's
Cortex,
Period
it's not rated.
pieces,
It's not
some-
rated right. Yeah,
okay. That'd be rated D in that case.
D.
Yeah. So Kate Winslet wore a Merkin?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just rather see Kate Winslet as Kate Winslet would prefer to be seen?
It was some period movie where she was in a bathtub or something.
Oh, so she had to look
she
like...
She had to look like
There
she
was, like,
at this
full
time
bush
period.
mark.
Yeah. And she couldn't grow it in
'Cause there's
time
different
for the
types.
filming.
It's like a... It's just like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's
Wasn't like
head down there.
it wasn't like a
Google
landing strip.
images of Merkins?
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
a landing
I
strip
have.
mark. It was like full bush mark.
Like it came out to the thighs or like over the legs and everything.
It was Afro Murph. Murph.
Like super thick. Murph.
Murph.
No, a Murph would be the
I was
Irish.
in Muff. Murph.
Muff.
Murph.
Muffkin. Okay, off track. So
You should look at the images. I think I showed you them a long time ago. We
all
really
right,
looked.
all right.
There's some fun ones.
They have this iron one I'm really interested in owning for myself.
An iron,
Yeah.
like it's the shape of an iron.
Nope.
You iron it on.
had spikes
that
on
would be
it.
Herdy.
Looked kind of chastity belty, but,
Wait,
Ah.
iron?
but it was kind of like, very edgy.
It didn't look like a toupee.
Nope.
See, look at that. That's horrendous.
Oh.
That's full.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let me pull it back up again.
I mean, that one looks like there's some disease going on. It's patchy.
which one? Oh, this
the
one
second
here.
Yes.
That's
Not right. Is that a picture of your... Did they get
Somebody
it?
posted his Merkin.
Do you have that, Merk?
no. I just
It's not right. Look at the kitty. A kitty for your kitty.
reusable. They have to put reusable.
Look at that one's called kitty carpet.
Realistic Big V ginger
Oh,
Merkin.
That's a lot of ginger.
That looks like a
Merk.
beard. Is this a male one?
It is a beard.
I
no,
think
you turn it
that's-
upside down.
Trump's toupee.
The triangle
That
is
is
upside
some
down for a
thick pubic hair.
What are they thinking about gingers when they say that?
I don't know. Let's look at it.
Oy.
Let's go to Amazon and take a peek.
Realistic. We polled a lot of gingers to see if that is going to be realistic. Can you please strip down so we can see your Merk? I mean your.
Okay, they have a
hair.
picture of it being worn.
Yeah,
Stock
so natural.
stock photo Merk.
That is hairy.
Well,
and it's
some
really
guys,
thick.
You know.
And then
People are into hair. Some
I
people are
mean,
into
maybe you
hair.
need it for a play that you're in. I don't know.
the top part is so smooth.
Not realistic.
Like somebody etched a perfect line with a razor. This is terrible.
Can you buy one and wear it as a beard?
Please.
No. What's wrong with you people?
I have a Merkin on my chin.
Okay. All right,
That is
okay.
horrendous.
If it looks like this, don't go there.
That's like you cut your hair in the bathroom and then just like glued it together. Like the chunks of your hair were glued together.
Who said that they made it out of cat hair?
No, I was playing with
She
you.
was playing with
Oh, because that one looks like cat hair.
No,
Look at
that's-
this one.
Too dense to be cat hair.
That totally looks like cat hair.
That's a lot of hair.
Or some guy's beard that's...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you cut your hair in the bathroom and then you just like pasted
Piece
it
it
on
together, yeah.
and then you cut the shape of the Merk out.
Don't... Stop smirking at my Merkin. Dare to wear body hair?
That's
Orange,
Friggin'
ginger.
fantastic.
ginger leopard.
And that one says Harry Mary.
This is man eater. Landing strip. Look how narrow it is. It's like a perfect little tassel. Okay, ew.
It's so wrong. Natural human hair.
See?
And it's small for your small
That's real pubic hair.
Yeah.
That's not head hair.
Natural human hair.
Imagine the bush that was saved from.
Oh,
Do you think it was plucked or shaved? I mean, like, how do you... I can't. There's so many questions.
They have to grow it to a certain length like they do with the...
Yeah.
maybe
When
we
you give
should
your hair-
contact one of the manufacturers.
I'd like to know
and
facts,
try to do it
please.
behind the scenes of Merkin manufacturing.
Well, you just say, I'm doing a piece on Merkins. Can we get some information, please?
Oh my gosh.
That's instructions on how to apply your Merk.
I like that one.
Oh, my God.
This one's called vaginal teeth.
And it's like a thong.
Yeah, it's like panties, right?
That's a lot.
Oh God!
I
Do
bet
I
you'd
dare go
sweat
look
in
at this
that.
person's website? I don't think so. Do we? Do we look at it?
No.
No.
I'm gonna. Okay, no.
You're going to get all kinds of spam.
Thank you. Yeah, right. They're gonna get pop-ups all over the place.
Oh,
and-
hey, if you like this, then...
right. Okay, so yeah, you want to hear a quick Nigel story?
Yes.
One time, one of my children, who shall remain nameless, came over for a visit and was scrolling through the Apple TV, and there was a suggestion that came up on the Apple TV that said, based on whatever the title of that film was, we recommend the following, and it was all like steamy, really steamy kind of stuff, and I'm just like,
That's the day they learned you were a perv.
this was not long ago.
So, say yes.
Yes.
I think he or she really played it off great because he wasn't looking. He was looking away. Like
Right. He went home and told somebody about it.
probably told his mom about
It's
it.
like girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, depending on the sex of your child. You're never going to figure out.
I'm never going to Dad's
Never
house.
going over there again. Don't ever touch the remote. Ever.
How to attach a Merkin WikiHow.
Yep.
Okay, this we got to see. This looks fairly
It looks
safe.
like shave your real hair,
Yep.
then apply fake hair.
Preparing to attach
There's
the
a
Merkin.
kit.
Yeah.
Hey, these are kind of cool. Look at these jackets and stuff.
They're women's jackets, but okay.
I could tell. Am I not allowed to appreciate the clothing that women wear?
I thought maybe you enjoyed it for yourself, and that's why I was a little concerned. Or, you know,
Did I not give you each a compliment?
No.
no.
You each look great. You're wearing very nice clothes.
No.
Moving on.
And it
Okay.
looks like she's cutting a heart, like a human heart.
Some cosmetic salons may be able to apply a Merkin for you. These Merkins are made from
ever been
fox
one?
fur
Ulta? May I ask Ulta to apply one for you?
I totally would.
and are glued onto your... Would you get a Merkin applied? at
I've
the-
never known of any beauty place that would put them on, but I believe that we should call Ulta and see if they would apply a Merkin for us.
We should record the call and put it
Yeah.
on the podcast.
I know someone who works there. I
And then
should
you're going to
ask
have to
her.
explain... Oh, you should just call a random person who doesn't know
Yeah.
what a Merkin is. Can you apply my Merkin?
If
Excuse
I come
me,
in and
what?
make a hair appointment, can you, I need a cut and a blow dry, but could you also apply my Merkin?
Yeah, sure, what?
I might need to go to a nail salon for that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that they do the wax in the back. They might be able to. They probably have lower standards.
I mean, most of the nail salons around here are like Vietnamese guys,
Yeah,
right?
they're like, hell yeah, we'll apply a Merk.
Yeah, you come in. We put
Come
Merkin.
in, I wax the eyebrow and I put the Merkin.
All right. I just added we need to have an Asian guest on the program stat so that we can undo that. Trim the Merkin. Step 2, avoid these 3 foods.
No, that's not part of the market.
All right, fine.
Avoid the foods while you're putting the Merk on.
I like how it says some Merkins come oversized so that you can cut them down to the right size and shape for your body. Or if you're fat, you can just not cut them down. You can cover your whole fupa. Look at this. There's a little fupa here going on.
That's mons pubis.
What do they call it?
Mons pubis.
Mons pubis?
Your pubic hump.
Pubic hump? Mm-hmm. Oh, the things. Gabby's just like, that's what it's called.
Am I right?
You're right.
Thank you.
Well, the tip of the penis is called a glans penis, which is similar to a mons penis. Or
You
mons.
have
What
to
did you just
lisp
call it?
when you say that?
Well, yeah, because it's the dumbest sounding thing ever. I cannot say it without doing the list. Glans penis. It just sounds better
that
with
sounds
it.
more masculine.
Yeah, okay. Shave your pubic hair if waxing is too painful, if you plan on wearing the Merkin for only 1 or 2 days. Use a shaving gel or cream suitable for sensitive skin and a clean, sharp razor to get the closest shave possible. Because shaving does not last very long. It is recommended for those who wish to wear their Merkins for longer than 2 days. Good to know.
I like the disclaimer that shaving does not last very long.
Yeah. Wait several hours before attaching the Merkin to give your skin time to heal. Oh no, what if your date is right away?
That's the thing, you gotta prep. There's some prepping going on in this.
So you can't, this is not a
No.
right before while you're getting
gonna
ready.
be like, I have a
Some
date
research on the
Friday.
date.
Yeah. I have a date Friday. I may want to get busy. I'm gonna shave on Wednesday.
Are we going to do a Sadie Rates dates at some point?
Sure.
Well, that was easy buy-in. Yeah, I'm going to continue to just butcher your last name.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's fine.
Attaching the Merkin. Super lace glue. Buy some spirit gum.
Uh-huh. See? She knows what she's talking
As
about.
you were saying,
I did my research.
Gabby knows what's up. Okay, so they've called out the triangle within a triangle here.
The V.
It's good.
The V around the V.
What if you're the guy or
the
girl?
picture that the guy where they flip the triangle right side up, so it's that goes on
Yeah.
top of the guy.
Yeah.
If he wants to wear the Merkin, so you guys could
Right.
actually change. You know,
Uh-huh.
like, hey,
It's
you wear my
inter-
Merkin? Oh,
it's
no,
not-
your Merkin this week.
Right.
You can change
Like,
the
I
Merkin.
wore one this week. How about you down it next week?
Yep.
So
And
what you're
there's plenty
what
of
you're
spirit
suggesting is
You
that
buy a pack of different Mercs, and then, you know, you play.
let's buy the fun pack. Merkin party could be like a sex toy party, or it could be part of a sex toy party.
I actually
Could
thought
be.
that we could like, I'll bring over some art supplies and we could each make our own Merkin.
Well, we've got enough.
Get some glue guns.
Let's do it.
And
Yes, but I am not going to put it on and display it.
Am I allowed to involve Wanda in
Wanda
my
gets some Merkin
in
too.
my Merkin
Wanda's getting a
inspiration?
Merc.
Yeah.
Can-
Oh, yeah.
Because I like
That would
like
hurt,
Wanda's
by the way.
hair.
That would hurt.
What? Are you suggesting that that the person who inspired Wanda's hair design has painful pubes?
I'm saying if you made
if you
one
had
out
found
of
a picture of my Merkin, you would
That-
see there's something going on between me and Wanda and the Merkin.
Your Merkin?
There's a picture of a Merkin that I was researching Merkins that I liked.
okay,
Okay, and it didn't show up on the image search that I.
You didn't go down far enough.
and it's
Stop
made
it.
out of pipe cleaners.
All
No, I
right.
think it's metal actually,
Okay. Oh, the one right.
with the spikes.
I like the hole there. What is that for your butt? Is it a
That's
butt?
a man's Merkin.
Oh,
No, you talking about this?
the donut.
God, all this is.
I mean, it could be for both.
Yeah.
You could use it for both.
You know how they made this? They took a
Yes.
small ashtray, filled it with cat hair, flipped it over, lifted the ashtray off, leaving a mold of hair, and
no,
then they
no, no.
photoshopped a circle in the middle
They
of it.
burned the hole with a cigar.
And then
Yeah.
that goes, and then the you put it.
We're gonna call
around
this the Merkin for the
penis
men.
goes in the hole. Is that what it is?
I mean, it could be for two different things
What if the
as
hole's
far
too
as I'm
big for your
concerned.
penis?
Ew! What is this? This one looks like feathers or something.
Oh no, it's just telling you the different. Oh, I don't know. That's terrifying.
Very small brunette human hair Merkin. Pubic,
That's like
pubic
3 or 4
toupee.
different colored hairs.
It's ombre.
Yes, I was gonna say that's why. Yeah. That right there is hideous.
Have we gotten to the one you
What
like?
is that?
I don't know if you can.
Look,
That one right there
There's one.
defends his head, Merkin.
And look, here it is off of him.
So terrifying.
Oh, that's funny.
How did you miss it? It came right up. There
Wait,
it is.
Elvira-
There it is.
This one?
That one.
Oh,
The Iron
that's
Merkin.
Oh my gosh.
absolutely terrifying.
Okay, tell us, Gabby,
That's
why
to be
you
admired
like
from
this
afar.
one.
Don't you see the resemblance in the hair?
What is that?
That's
there you go.
okay.
Your mic.
The hair and the iron.
Okay, let's take a look here. We
Like-
have the Iron Merkin on the viewer's right, and then here we have Wanda. And you're saying that there was a similar inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, it's prickly.
That
Yeah.
Wanda's hair is very, very similar to here.
The
Let's.
Iron
We
Merkin.
need an extreme Wanda close up, I think, for a second.
Oh goodness.
Here we go. This takes way too long. This camera crap. Here. There's Wanda's hair.
Poor Wanda.
Hi. All right, I think she's done being manhandled here. Go talk to your mom, Wanda. But that's it, huh? I mean, how do you get down in that?
You can't. That's to be admired from afar.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's an art, Merkin.
You have to have permission.
You
to
just
get
walk.
past
You
that iron
strut
wall.
around. You strut around with that.
I mean, that's a great way to ensure that there no penetration is achieved on the date.
I mean, that is to, get to know your date better.
But
And
that
then
dude
you're like-
wouldn't ask me to go in the woods if I was wearing that Merkin.
Well, if he knew you were wearing
yeah.
it.
He's like,
Or
I'm
if,
gonna
or if he
strip
tried
you
to put his
down.
hand in your pants, he would definitely...
See?
Maybe we need one of those. Yes. Hi.
Okay, so for those that are listening and not watching, we're looking at what appears to be a very metallic and dangerous-looking, sharp object with protruding curly spikes that apparently goes in your crotch to prevent potential troubles in case you ever end up in the woods again in Bonita Springs. You ever get any follow-up from that dude?
Nope.
So, you can't make one of these with human hair, can you?
That right there?
Yeah.
Yes, you could. I
I
mean, you
could add hair to it.
How would I get the hair to make?
cat.
Oh. So,
Ah.
I was doing my research, just reading Florida news, and then this article popped up. Hair fetish. Brief. Small little
And when you say
So-
hair fetish,
so
you mean
curious.
fetish.
a hair
So,
fetish.
there-
Doesn't everybody love
collecting
hair?
hair fetish?
In the last year, hair crime.
Ah.
Hair crime has gone up in the last year. So, of course, I had to find out what the hell is hair crime.
Is hair crime, like, what is hair crime? Like, when somebody gets a really bad color, does that mean that, oh my
It's
God,
a crime that your hair
No.
looks like that?
Yeah.
People, like, so this happened last week in Miami. They had, like, a moving truck and, like, rammed into this building twice, broke in, and stole $80,000 to $90,000 worth of human hair, fake hair.
So like a
Wig.
wig shop?
Yeah. But it was one of several.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Wait, wig shop? Like really a wig shop?
Wig shop. Wig shop hair
Is
extensions.
there like big money for human hair?
Yeah, apparently there's a whole market for it.
I gotta.
Well, I know that cancer survivors and stuff.
No,
will-
that's got.
I don't think
tried
they're
to do
ramming
that
into
boohoo
shops
cancer
trying to
thing when
steal
they
hair.
interviewed the guy, but that's not.
We're
what's
gonna
going
give
on.
all this hair away to the Susan B. Komen Foundation.
I did. I cut 17 inches off and gave my hair away a few years ago.
My hair hasn't been that long since 2012.
Well, that's.
Do you
I
see
don't know that you needed to ever share
If
that.
that look had a sound, it would be.
What island were you living on? No,
I
forget
was
it.
living on the island of Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. I was in a rock and roll band.
A hairband.
So hair crime, why?
My theory.
Are there multiple theories here?
Yeah. Oh, New York Fashion Week. Guess went walking down the runway.
Cousin It?
Merkins.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Designer.
down, Hash Brown.
Merkins.
Get down. Get down. Thank you. This is not your show.
I think
Go lay
she
down.
had something to say about Merkins.
So Fashion Week, they were doing fashion.
Fashion Week. They had a whole line of Merkins, and then women, the models, walked down.
Naked.
Merkins. They had a coat or a mohawk, but they had a matching Merkin.
Matching Merkins. That's where it's at. Like your
Yeah.
bra and panties, but bra and Merk.
Yep.
Okay. Bra, panties, and Merc. And
No panties. Just the Merk.
well, couldn't you wear the Merc? Couldn't you have a
Under
little
it?
tuft visible over the panty
Like
line?
outside.
Yeah, for like
Partial Merc.
Yeah, that's.
accessorizing.
Yeah.
What you have a theory about what might have motivated somebody to steal human hair from a human hair warehouse, because those exist. Thank
Because
you,
it's Fashion
Gabby.
Week. Yeah.
A human
Here's
hair
how-
warehouse for Fashion Week? How
But
many
if
models
that's
were in
what's-
this
okay,
thing?
so first of all, you get over the ridiculous of why is somebody breaking into a wig shop and stealing $90,000 worth of hair and wigs?
But was it wigs or was it like extensions or
Both.
the combo? But well, because I could see the extension
But
part.
when they interviewed the guy of the shop or the owner of the shop, he was more concerned about not the hair that they were donating to cancer victims, but the wigs that were for the movie stars.
Uh-huh.
The
I could
real,
see.
human hair.
Yeah, well, that's big
long.
money.
Was
Yeah.
he hoping to capitalize on once the look became a celebrity look? He was going to try to sell them to people, or were they used? Was this
No.
after the?
No.
Then what's the appeal?
And the cops can't find the people. But then, so then I
Because
was
they're
looking
wearing the
into
damn
it.
wigs.
They're too busy pulling over people. Gary or Gordon Ormond.
But it's a huge rise.
You
in
think
crime.
Gary Sisk could solve this crime?
I would like to put him on the case of this one.
I
Can
mean,
we?
it's easy
Can
to
we?
get away with that when you're wearing the wigs. Nobody can tell
Yeah.
that you've stolen them.
I just had to put Gary on the screen for a
Of course
second.
you did.
Sorry. All right. Hey, let's do this.
Yeah. So, oh, and then it gets even better, because then I found out about this hair fetish thing, where these dudes, like, say we're standing in the mall or something, or waiting in line for something, and both our hair is braided behind us, and we're busy talking and not paying attention. They come by and they cut the girl's braid.
Mm-hmm.
They take it home and masturbate in it.
I have a story.
Yeah, it's real.
It's a real thing.
Why? Isn't there better?
So some people also, the hair
some
fetish could
people
be
have hair.
in different, so like holding it and the texture of the hair, but also the cutting of the hair.
Yeah.
I had a friend, I'll use that term loosely, an acquaintance, who one day was crying on my shoulder and then asked to meet me out. And she had been married for a very long time and told me that her husband, she didn't know what to do. And her husband was watching video of women getting their hair cut and pleasuring himself through that avenue, because to him it's soothing to him. So she's
So
like,
really-
it's not
it really
like
is
he's
a
cheating on
fetish.
me and he's not looking at naked women. What the hell do I do with this? It is a fetish, and
You
it's
just let
like
him have his time.
Right?
What did
So
you
he-
recommend?
Well, I mean, she had
Get
to-
in there
she
and
had
suck
to-
it.
No, she had to get in there. She had
That
to talk
wouldn't
about
have got him
Where-
off.
Her
Oh, he was in a
wearing-
different
her wearing a
mode.
wig, like, solved that situation. But he did also go to therapy. Yeah. So
Wait a
they
minute.
stayed married.
Were
So,
they
like,
having other struggles maritally?
I mean, they've been married for a real long time. They were having other stuff. Like, he
Why
was
does
going back to
everybody say that?
Michigan because he was working, like, for Ford and all this other stuff. But, like, the distance and the time. But that was, like, what she found on the computer. I mean, like, you know, when you find something that you don't know about the other person, it's always
It's almost innocent,
concerning.
right?
Well, that's the thing is, like, I feel like he's cheating, but he's not really, because it's not another woman, like, sexually. It's not but that sexually turns him on. So, like, she didn't know what to do with that. You know, when it's an initial shock to find out something you don't know
So let
about
me
someone
get
you've
this
been
straight.
with for so long.
He was watching videos of just women getting haircuts.
Yeah, so like when you donate hair or all those other things and there's YouTube videos on it, he was watching that and getting off on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
of the
Alright,
things
so
they
it's
were
real.
saying, when
Yeah.
they cut this hair, though,
Yeah.
they just smell it.
Yeah.
And that gets them off.
Either the cut can do it, or the texture
Yeah.
of having that hair,
Huh.
or something.
rubbing it on themselves,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That was
The-
very dramatic.
Is that what this article is about here? It says
No, that's how it started. It was about the robbery.
the hair fetish. But you found
I
it
hope
in a
it's not her
newspaper
husband.
here.
The Florida Weekly.
You read newspapers?
I read everything.
Were you sad when the dinosaurs died?
Yes.
Very sad.
For Pete's sake.
I
so
would
this
have my own raptor. We'd go walking down the street.
Oh, so this is an article about this fashion show theft with the wigs and
No,
everything.
not a fashion show. A wig shop, warehouse, extension got robbed. And then when just looking at that, I was just like playing around thinking, this is going to be a story.
I mean, a
And
wig.
then it's this huge
You went
crime
down a
wave.
rabbit hole, yeah.
Yeah, it's this huge crime wave of hair. People are stealing hair. And not just fake hair or wigs, right off people's heads.
I better be careful.
Is
I
that
don't know
something
someone
that,
shaving
that
your
can
head.
become a part of alter ego date Gabby's personality? That you actually have a hair fetish?
And or you were the victim of a crime of hair fetish. And
That
you had
would
your
be good.
hair,
If you
your hair,
become
your
a
hair,
Merkin maker as your profession on your dates.
Oh my God! Or a retired Merkin maker. So now you have a closet full, and you're gonna.
I made
you're
my
gonna
fortune on-
You're gonna give the Merkin to the date because you have a closet full of them from your retirement.
All right, so for everybody that doesn't know, we've been hatching this plan to, Gabby and I are going to send each other on dates, and we've wrangled Sadie into planning this. But we're going to set each other up with dating profiles that are completely false, and then we have to convince our date that all of these outlandish things that we've created for each other's personalities are really true. And so now apparently I'm going to be either a Merkin.
You know what, Merkin maker? You can make me a Squatch Merkin.
I might have to contact one of your military contacts.
He's out there looking for the Squatch now, trying to prove my theory.
Is he? Is Scooter the cameraman out there
Yes.
still looking for Squatch?
I told Scooter that he's on the case.
Is he wearing his sombrero?
Of course. And the Hawaiian shirt.
You know, we almost made it through a whole episode without mentioning.
Squatch?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you can't. It's awesome. It's hilarious. But I know if I was going to make a Squatch Merkin, I know how I would do it. I would start with some of that ghillie suit. Like
No, I would go back to the headquarters and grab some alligator skin and some raccoon carcass.
Oh, raccoon carcass for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll make it not smell.
That they were selling. At
do you
the
think
headquarters.
Squatch? Do you think that Squatch's hair at all looks like a raccoon?
No.
Get down.
But
Get
that's
down.
what they were
It's okay.
selling at the
Go
Squatch
ahead.
Museum.
Hash Brown just really wants to be a YouTube star. Is what's going on.
Hash brown's all up in my mix.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, fine. That's a real thing. I will be the professional, unprofessional. Maybe there's a certification for Merkin makers where you have to retest every so many years, and I got thrown out for some reason.
Maybe you have to wear one so that if you're
Unethical.
ever riding on a bicycle, it will be padding for your genitalia.
A padded
There's so much.
cycling
There's
Merkin.
so much hair that you need a cycling Merkin.
I'll have to talk to my friend from my other friend from Bonita that owns a bicycle shop
Right.
about that one. Yeah.
It could satisfy both needs.
How weird would that be? You walk into a bicycle shop and there's a display.
I mean,
of like,
Get your Merkin.
get your Merc on. We will apply it for you for an extra $9.99.
so that's we're getting in the home stretch now. Is there anything else you want to go over?
What did I do now?
I don't know. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
I heard you had a date.
We're not talking about my date.
You mean we're not going to talk about?
Oh, for
We're not going to do a Gabby rates
we're
dates.
gonna do a Nigel rates dates
Nigel rates.
because I have terrible dates and it's not fair. And I told you last
not
time
fair.
I don't want to go on any more dates because I'm on railroad tracks and stalked and cut open and stitches. And
Yeah,
you
that's
get to
just
go
insane.
On,
Even oysters attack you.
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
I'm
not
innocent.
Gabby's on a
Every
rate on a
time.
date. Get her. Yeah, but you said this guy's name was Squid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's some real affection there.
Yeah.
That's a
But-
real smile. You don't want
Squid
to
affection.
Squid. How does one? Did you hug?
Well, you know how I don't like physical touch,
True.
so we just
Uh-huh.
you
you
touched
bop- you
fingers
bopped
like
fingers?
E.T. and Elliot.
ET. We did
Uh-huh.
the ET.
Did you feel
Did
a
you fin-
connection with the finger?
It was like instant energy.
Instant finger chemistry?
Finger chemistry, digital chemistry. So, all right, and so it went good. And where did you go? You did not prepare for a Gabby rates dates. This is a 10.5 rating, isn't it?
It's over a 10.
Wow. All right.
And I'm not going to let you ruin it because if I say it on here, I'm going to have Wanda
Gonna have bad
strike me
juju?
with lightning.
Bad
Is it-
dating juju.
Is it safe to say that you went to a fireworks show? Were there fireworks?
No.
No. It was just all we did was talk.
Yeah.
We held hands and talked.
No, they didn't. They held fingers.
Fingers. I don't, yeah.
They were like pinkies. Okay, well there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Gabby is speechless over a date. I would call for a round of applause, but there's only 2 other people in the room that can clap. Good job, Gabby.
I'm not calling you hash brown.
I also had a date since I was trying to step in it. I was trying to step in that, and I was hoping that you'd be like, "So Nigel."
I said we're talking about yours. We're not rubbing the bad juju from this show and my dating is not rubbing off on Squiddy.
So we have to.
Squidward.
No Squidward.
So we have to compartmentalize Squid, and we're not calling him Squidward.
No.
Can we call him Squidward?
No. Why do you have to do that with every word?
Every word.
It's fun.
Every word.
All right, squid. Is it SKWID?
We do Nigel.
Do you call your dog Hash Brown?
Niggle.
Hash brown.
Hash Brown?
Yeah, that would be the Cleveland way of saying hash brown. But yeah, it was good. And
I want to know how my girl was involved in your date.
that's skipping ahead a little bit.
Little bit. So spill it.
So Wanda actually met my date. Yeah, which you haven't met my date yet. And so Wanda knows. You could just ask Wanda about it. Here, we'll put Wanda center stage. She can spill it. All right, Wanda.
Tell me, Mama.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
Sweet baby Jesus.
kind of bashful. I don't know if I want to talk about this. It's okay, Wanda. Go ahead. Maybe if you hold her a little closer to the mic, she might.
Yeah.
Divulge all.
Is it gonna get better?
Yeah, I'm getting a little more courageous about talking on it now. She was really pretty. Okay. And that's how that ends. Got that look where she's like, ah.
You mean disgust?
Yes, disgust. That's the disgust look. Yeah, it went well. I met her at the dog park, and Hash Brown did all the work.
Is that how it works? Should I take my dog to the
Yeah,
dog park?
boys do that.
The question is, should you take your dog to the dog park?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I meant
yes.
For that reason,
Oh.
not for, the obvious reason.
I think it only works with dudes.
I didn't take her there for that reason. But there was only one other person
But
at
if
the
it
dog
had
park.
happened,
I walked in and I saw this lady at the other end of the dog park at the Bonita Springs Dog Park, which is,
I know.
yeah, you guys have been there, I'm sure. It's a very nice dog park.
Yes.
And it was hot. It was Saturday morning, 3 weeks ago yesterday. And
It's keeping
I know.
Okay.
I caught that. To the day.
to the day.
I was frumpy
The
and
hour
sweaty,
was-
and I was wearing like an old concert T-shirt and a pair of shorts that were too big for me, and I kept having to pull them up because
that
it was
did it, yeah.
beyond laundry day. And so, but then I saw this woman, and I'm like, well, gosh, you better go talk to her and say hello. So I walked up and I was like, "Hey, dog's cute."
And she
She's
punched
like-
you in the throat for that voice, right?
No, she said your dog's cute too, or something, and then she left. She started making for the drinking fountain. I'm like, oh, idiot! Like that was so stupid. You kind of come up with a better one than that. And then Hash Brown was like, Dad, you're dumb. Follow her. And I'm like, no, that's bad advice, Hash Brown.
See Hash Brown's
He's-
face? It's just
he's
like,
like-
buying the story.
I don't know that that's the way it went down.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to the truth. But then, truth be told, the clouds parted. The rays of sunshine came down from the heavens in yellow streams of beautiful angles of yellow light. And they hit the ground all around me, and there was a choir that said, "Ah."
I get a phone call
how
at
it
12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning to help somebody that I've talked to for a week who is friend died or whatever. And I'm getting stalked and brought into the woods and train tracks. And you go to a doggy park and the clouds part.
Oh, here's the thing. 'cause
And things are singing hallelujah.
Yeah, well then, because here's what happened next. I love the fact that the guy called you. He was looking for sympathy sex, and he's like, "Well, my friend just died."
You know what's going to make it better.
And then Gabby, being the big-hearted, bleeding heart that she is, she's like, she's like, "Yeah, I'll get right up. Yes, I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning, but I don't care.
No.
I'll get right up. Yes, I will walk with you in the black darkness next to the train
Hell
tracks."
It was
No.
lit where we started walking. And then he eased us up the train tracks and then was trying to get in the woods.
You could have.
And he's like, "Hey, you know I'm sad, but you know what's going to make it better? Some vajay." And you're like, not having it.
You should have been wearing that steel Merkin.
Yeah,
and break his
exactly.
hand.
That's the time for the steel merc.
And he's going to start making out with you, and he thinks
Go
that it's.
ahead. Let me unbutton
That's
my
how to
pants.
identify. That's how to identify him when they start running away. Like, oh, his hand's gonna be slashed.
Rash of mangled hands
He's got a meaty hand.
strikes
now.
Bonita Spring.
You're putting that
He's
in the
missing a
police
few
report.
fingers.
Just look for a meaty hand.
And the police are never going to believe the story. Like,
No, you're like, look, this is how it went down.
her
I'm telling
vagina
you.
ate my fingers.
Well, a girl's got to protect herself.
Gabby 101.
Well, you could just get back him and be like, listen, I sleep in a coffin.
That didn't bother him.
Wow. Yeah, that I would give me second thoughts. I mean, I know
They're
you
so
and
comfy.
Oh, my
very,
sweet Lord.
very snug.
Yeah.
Probably quite warm at times too,
Well,
because
you just pop the lid open.
and as a cold-blooded, you know, undead individual, it probably is helpful to have that extra
need that
heat.
extra heat.
Yeah. So anyway, the clouds parted, the sunshine came down, and this young lady,
Did a rainbow break?
no rainbows,
Oh.
that came later.
Oh, yeah.
But initially, though, so the clouds parted and the sun came down, and then she came back from the drinking fountain with
To
her
you.
dog to me and my dog.
Aw.
She needed that time to think about stuff.
Yeah, and she's like,
She was lost.
she comes up and she's like, "It's a nice day,"
That's the voice.
or
Should
something
have
like
ran.
that.
Really? I know.
Should have ran.
So she was awkward
Or
too.
Adam's apple was going up and down. I mean, that's the voice you
Did
just
her
said,
shorts
so.
Okay, well, if I try to do a female voice impression of Janine, you're gonna be like, "What is that like?"
Do the Wanda impression. That's a feminine.
I can't do it on cam. Hang on. Hold her up to the. Okay, good.
Okay, so she's the date.
Wanda, how did you feel about Janine? Well, I don't think, because she's not up to the mic, I think you need. Okay. Well, I thought she was really nice. And Wanda, can you do an impression of her meeting Teddy? Would you be willing to do that? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Wanda. It's fine. It's a really nice day today. I like your dog. And then I was like, yeah, I got an Instagram.
That's literally what you said.
Yeah. And then what did she say after that, Wanda? Well, Janine said, I got an Instagram too. And I'm like, cool. And then there was like 3 minutes of silence where we
Are you
didn't talk.
kidding me? How old are you?
I know, right? It's terrible.
So terrible.
It was beyond awkward, but the bottom line is, I was driving back at the conclusion of the date, chance meeting, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait a couple days before I Instagram her. What? That doesn't get your approval?
It's just the worst to wait.
Well, I
It's
didn't.
as a strategy.
I didn't want to
Yeah,
seem as desperate as I felt.
You don't need
It's
to.
the
You don't need to
strategy.
seem. You don't need to seem desperate. You just need to be yourself. And
Can
if
you
yourself
just
is,
appear interested?
Okay.
I really
Can that be
enjoyed.
the goal?
I enjoyed meeting you. That was it.
You
Like,
know
have
that
3
was
days.
me being me, though. That was
Yeah,
me
I
being.
know, but
The awkwardness.
Yes.
Well, duh. But I mean, the waiting 3 days. That's just like that's torture for a woman. Yes.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I didn't know
And
she was
completely
enthused.
unnecessary.
I had no idea she
Why
was
does
pumped
it
up.
matter? Why can't
doesn't
you,
matter.
Why can't a guy just say, "Hey, I'm interested"?
Or I enjoyed meeting you today.
Yeah.
That's all you had to say, and then like let it go from there, and it would have been natural.
Yeah, eventually that did happen.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Just imagine you could be at week 3.5 and not just 3 weeks if you had just texted.
That's
me.
true. You know what I was trying to figure out the whole time is how I was going to explain to her without her running away in the other direction about how
You make
me and my friend have a podcast and this and
I do
that.
it all the time.
You have
I gave him all warnings.
really, you're one of those.
I said you got to earn your way on the podcast,
There's some truth to that, though.
and they have all earned it.
And Sadie Marshall, thank you for joining us this
you for having
evening,
me.
this afternoon.
Hashbone saying thanks too.
It has been a great pleasure talking
It's
to you.
been a great pleasure being on.
And Gabby, I'm glad you had a good date.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
I'm not going to play the music. I promise. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Until next time, stay out of trouble. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.